Nebraska wrapped up their fourth spring practice here on Saturday. Hi, Sean Callahan of HuskerOnline.com, as it's been really a week of just laying down that foundation of what Scott Frost wants to do. We talked to defensive coordinator Eric Shenander following practice, and he said one of the things that really has jumped out to him is just the sense of urgency with this football team.
I think there's a sense of urgency from the whole team to prove themselves. I don't think 4-8's where anybody wanted Nebraska football at, and I don't think these kids came here for that. So I think there's a sense of urgency to do it the right way, to be held accountable, to get this thing back where it needs to be. So yeah, I definitely think there's a sense of urgency from the whole team.
You know, obviously there's been some mistakes this week, and, you know, guys are still learning the new defense and the new system, but, you know, I think there's kind of a sense of urgency, and guys are really flying around, I think, and, it's the most important thing is we just keep up the energy.
And sticking on that subject, offensive lineman Tanner Farmer shared an interesting nugget. He said just the fact that this staff, a lot of guys played at Nebraska or have been a part of this program for a number of years, and he said just that passion that they have has really rubbed off on the team.
Just there's so much passion on this entire staff, and we all sense it, and it's just riling us up, and we're so passionate right now. We want to get a national championship. That's what we all want as a team. And that's our goal, and we're working towards that goal.
As for this offensive line as a whole, Farmer's really excited about what they're doing right now with their system, and he sees a lot of good things in new coach Greg Austin.
He's been really great. He really boosts us up and builds confidence in his players, and making sure that we understand every aspect that we need to. He doesn't move on until we understand what we need to understand, and I think that's great. And I feel like as an offensive line that we're doing really well at this aspect in spring ball at this time. Because of that, because he makes sure that we know what we're doing, and we're all feeling more comfortable. We all feel confident in what we're doing.
As you kind of put a wrap on this first week, it's really been about just getting guys comfortable and used to the new style of practice.
The practice speed is extremely fast, actually. But I kind of like it because it makes you think fast, think on the movement. And if you could train your mind to think fast, it'll be able to have you play fast. So the biggest thing right now is the tempo of practice.
Allows everyone to play a little more loose. A lot more people are making plays on the balls, getting their hands on the balls more. So it's been a good experience overall so far.
Yeah, I mean, it all starts with the warm-up. We try and get out there and kind of have that game day feel. The coaches have kind of been stressing that to us, making sure we're coming out and the warm-up isn't sluggish. It's got to be crisp right from the start. That's kind of how the energy gets rolling and stuff like that. So, they brought it today too. I thought it was a good competitive day, and that's what we need. We need a lot of competition on both sides of the ball.
It's a great practice. It's really high paced. It's what 3 hours long almost about, and it only feels like it's an hour and a half. It's so high paced, and it's not a practice that you're sitting there and you're going, man, I just wish practice was over. You get done, and you're like, I want to go another team period, even though I'm dead tired, because I want to get that extra rep in just to get better. This is what that staff is programming into us to want to get better every second, to never settle for being mediocre.
There's also a number of good position battles going on right now on this football team, and one of the better ones to watch will be running back.
But that competition feel never really leaves, especially in my position. I never really came into a spot like I'm going to have it. So I've always had that work attitude, and I definitely feel like this is just going to add to the fire. Especially all the other backs here too. They've never really had it out right at any moment, so they've always been working. So it doesn't really bother us. It honestly just makes us better. We enjoy Greg. We enjoy the guys I think we're going to bring in. So it's just that family environment. We're just like you said, iron sharpens iron. They're going to make us better.
The Huskers will be off here on Easter Sunday. They'll come back to work again for another morning practice around 7:30 on Monday. Reporting here with the Nebraska football team in Lincoln, I'm Sean Callahan of HuskerOnline.com.